Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm going to take a look at one, two, three, four, five, six mods. First, we're going to take a look at the farmer's market, which is a sell point that you can use to sell stuff. Sell points, farmer's market. Just going to place it right here. The farmer's market is a crossplay compatible mod by Raging Reapers. You can find it in the mod hub or in the link below. After I looked into the sell point, I noticed that you can sell everything that the normal game has to sell, except for one thing, and that is grapes. You cannot sell grapes. There is no grapes for the farmer's market. You can sell olives, but you cannot sell grapes. Grapes, not grapes. Oh, sorry, my mind's not here today. Now, this is a nice sell point if Well, this is a nice sell point. There is no if about it. There are multitudes of sell points available on the mod hub, and I haven't reviewed a lot of them because I haven't really looked into putting down new sell points, but this sell point here is not bad. I like the idea of a farmer's market because a lot of small farms tend to sell their crops at a farmer's market, including grapes, except this mod you cannot sell grapes. I am still a bit peeved about that. So I'm hoping in an update the modder will add grapes to it as well. Now the second mod I'm going to review is a chicken coop pack. It is by NYKK3 and it is also crossplay compatible. You have two different styles for it. I want to place the in-games one as well real quick. Let's get rid of the farmer's market so it's out of the way. Now, I like this mod because this is a bit more realistic for small farms. If you look over here with this one, this looks a little bit more, not completely professional, but it looks a bit more commercial in a way. And this one is just bland. And I like this one because it has a more standard chicken coop. And I have tested it because I had previously made the video for these mods, but my microphone was muted, so I'm redoing the recording for these mods. So they do work, and I really did like them. So you can get that in this in the mod hub, or from the link down below. Let me get rid of this so I can go on to the next one real quick. The reason I'm going speed through here right now is because I've already reviewed these and I didn't record the audio for it, or the microphone got muted, and I don't have a whole lot of time today to review them all. So with that said, we're moving on to Small Garden. A note about this mod is it requires a second mod. I'll explain that here in a second. Now, this mod is by Happy Mole, and it is also cross-play compatible. Now, it basically replaces your greenhouses, and I actually like this as well more compared to the greenhouses for smaller farms, because if you have a yard, you'd probably, if you want to grow any kind of foodstuffs in a garden, this is most likely what it would look like in a way. Not everyone's going to get a greenhouse, and another thing I mentioned in when I earlier in the other video, that I'm not going to upload because it doesn't have any recordings. Anyway, is I like adding the fences to it because it just gives it a bit more flair. It's like, look here, there, there, there. That still collides. Demolish. There we go. Forward there. And it still collides. I wonder. No. Well, there is some collision, but you could also just do it like this and just be able to walk in here. But I like the addition of the fence. It makes it look nicer. And anyway, why it requires a second mod is because if you look here, what it requires garden substrate, water, seeds, solid fertilizer, straw, and or manure. These three up here require solid fertilizer, and these three here at the bottom require manure. But they all require garden substrate, which is why you need to have that second mod, which is called a package of premium pallets and bags by Happy Mole, and it's also crossplay compatible. You can find those pallets here in the store, here in the back. You can buy the bigger pallets of garden substrate, mineral feed, manure, road salt, oat, pig food, wheat, lime, solid fertilizer, seeds, and you can also buy smaller bags, and these bags look big here. I mean, they look big, but when you buy them, should have moved it closer. But after buying those single bags, I noticed you can pick them up by hand, but they really aren't that big. I'd recommend getting the pallet and using a forklift to move them. If you have a forklift, otherwise you could buy these and put them on the back of a pickup or something. But you need to have both of those mods for this to work. And yeah, if you download the small garden mod, then it will not ask you to download the second mod. You have to manually do that yourself. And the links for both of these mods are also down below, and you can find them both in the mod hub. Now, moving on from this, the next two mods that I'm going to look at is the Lizard L359T by Perma's Modding, and it's also crossplay compatible. And the other one is the Parker 2500 Gravity Wagon by Rooster Mods, and it is also crossplay compatible. So let's look here in the shop. Under trailers, you have the Gravity Wagon here. You have a few options like old logo or new logo, which I can't tell the difference, and you have the new and the old triangle. There's the old and there's the new. And then you have the tanker, which is diesel. You can choose North American lights or EU lights. You can change the tank color, the frame color, ladder color, tank supports color, and even the rim color. There we go. Now, both of these mods work great. They do what they're supposed to do. This diesel tanker is good if you want to move fuel from the gas station to your fuel storage, like what I have right there, if you can see that in the distance. That way you can move some fuel closer, to your farm, which is closer to your vehicles, and you don't have to take your vehicles to the gas station. And there is an in-game one that you could get, but it only holds 3,750, whereas this tanker holds 35,961 liters. So it's a better option. And this small trailer here is good for small farms. Let me get rid of that tanker real quick so I can see the side better. There we go. Now, it's a it drops everything off out of the bottom. That's why it's called a gravity wagon, and it just dumps it out of here into wherever you're dumping it into. Now it can hold well 8.3 to 11.3 cubic meters, and it's really good for small farms. It's compact, and it has no horsepower requirements whatsoever because there's no auger or conveyor belt. It's just gravity fed, and it can be hooked up to pretty much a lot of different equipments. Now, it seems to be has a bulk, so it can have anything the game has to offer that you can load into it. So with that pin hitch, you could theoretically hook it up to on to like some of these well, I swear there was at least one that had a pin hitch. I don't know if it was in Farming Simulator 19 and if it was a mod or not. I think that's a pin hitch. Hard to tell. I have bad eyes. But you can definitely put them on the back of a forage wagon, because those do have pin hitches, and you can fill them with like chaff or grass or whatever you pick up with the forage wagon, and it does work quite well for that as well. Now, I don't think you can hook it up to the back. I don't think that was a pin hitch. Oh, I might be wrong. It's hard to tell with my eyesight. But it would be cool if you could. I know there is a harvester out there. At least there was a modded harvester that could have a hookup. I just don't remember which one it was. Anyway. But you could hook this up to a wide variety of equipment, and so this is very useful for small farms, so you don't have to buy multitudes and multitudes of tractors. Now, you can check out all of these mods from the link below or find them in the mod hub. And I'd like to remind everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really could use your help getting this channel more subscribers. So with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.